I'm gonna go for my pillar plan. I have become the Pillarman. So that's already the level up on Lissandra. Okay. But wait! There's more! Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN channel with another deck for you today. This one, the Watcher Recalls deck, which admittedly was a deck idea, deck concept that was pitched to me by Vaza Go or Vaza God, whichever username they decided to go with. They didn't actually give me a deck code, but they gave me the idea of trying to do an Ionian Watcher deck, because Ionian Watcher used to be quite a devastating deck back in the day, because what it used to do is obviously get Watcher down to 0 cost, and then burst speed out the Watcher using Retreat Return, which meant that you could just immediately go forward and your opponent wasn't able to like do anything back. Because whereas all the other Watcher decks, like the Shadow Isles Watcher deck, required them to like play something and then it goes over to the opponent's turn to be able to counterplay, this was just a burst speed immediately getting on there. I mean, admittedly, Shadow Isles did have its ability of Matron and also the, I can't think of names right now, Fading Memories, but this was still quite a devastating deck with its burst speedness, not allowing your opponent to be able to react, which is what this is all about. Obviously, Watcher used to be a lot more powerful back in the day when it would get rid of every single card. Now it still leaves your opponent with 3 cards, but it can still be quite a powerful thing. It was whether or not it was worthwhile trying this out with a new card that was given to us, which was Tail-Cloak Matriarch, which is just helping us out because this deck was all about recalling the pillar, like Trundle's pillar, and then getting it back out again. Whether or not this was enough to be able to help the deck and make Ionian Watcher be a thing again, it was worthwhile giving it a go. I still think it needs a little bit of work. This is not the best deck. Like, you don't have to have Singular Will in there. That's just the get out of jail free card if needed, but definitely you could remove this. Like, maybe even 3 Matriarchs is more the way to go, because that's definitely what you want to try to be achieving. You want to be getting Pillar out as quickly as possible. So get Trundle, get Pillar, which is why we're running on Treat, to be able to help us get to our champions, like, you know, but mostly we want Trundle for his Pillar, and then being able to recall that Pillar a number of times, and making it get ourselves closer and closer to Watcher. That's the whole purpose of this deck, and all the things that are involved in this deck, all its recalls are to help us do that. And with this on the board, it just means that when we recall that Pillar, we're getting an ephemeral copy, which is another 8 cost card, which is going to be ephemeral, but it's just helping us towards that Watcher, and then burst speed out the Watcher is where the end game is. Really funny deck. I said, did actually somewhat okay. It was about 50-50 with this deck in terms of wins and losses, but was still fun, like, regardless, like, all the way through this was a lot of fun playing this. So I still think it needs a lot of work. Watcher's nerf is still devastating and it's made the card near enough unplayable, but it's still fun to try and fantasize and try to make things happen. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, as well as there's the link down below to the Discord if you want to get in there. We've got like a tournament thing coming up hopefully very soon, and just a lovely community in there in general if you want to share deck ideas or ideas. Like I said, sometimes I pull from them, so if you want to do that and that sounds like fun, please feel free to, but do not feel forced. As well as if you enjoy yourself at any point during this video, why not consider hitting that subscribe button. But let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matches. I'm just gonna keep this hand. Just gonna keep this hand. Will of Ionia, Homecoming. I've got my Trundle at least. This is like the first time we've seen Trundle. Trundle gives some speed, but it's not speed towards what we're trying to get to. If I wanted to make a Yasuo deck, I'd make a far superior Yasuo deck than using this. To what this deck is trying to the end that this deck is trying to get to. He sadly is not helping. So we're gonna throw down.
Take the high ground.
Throw down Shadow Assassin. So, willing to accept. I mean, they could very easily. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it. I might end up regretting that. It's the fact that there's so many barrier spells, and potentially there could be Sharp Sight as well. Is another thing. Really want to throw down Trundle next turn. I'll go like this. I kind of don't want to play Lissandra until I know that I've got the Watcher. At least my opponent's not got Aloof Traveller. So they've not got the ability to be able to just like immediately get rid of my Watcher, which, as I said, Aloof Traveller It's quite a devastating card at the moment. Actually, I'm just gonna leave this. Actually, no, do I? I'll leave it. My win condition isn't about getting them down. My win condition is about trying to scout on top of. Okay. Send it back. Sending him back is probably my best option, right? They can't replay him either because he's free cost. Send him back. Yeah. Send it back. Before they even get the value off of Scout. Send it back. Can't be dealing with that. Okay. Willing to accept. I should have just gone for this. I should have just gone for that trade to begin with. Okay. Throw down Trundle. The trolls are going to war. So we now have the pillar. It would be good if we can get you onto the board. But not essential. It is an annoyance because I feel like we're going to lose. We immediately lose Trundle to the Screeching. And also, like, Zed becomes an issue. Might even consider using Trundle's spell. It depends on whether or not they go just all in for, like, straight away attack or whether or not they decide to, like, scurry around the bushes. No, of course they go all in immediately with attack. Might have to consider homecoming. Like, the idea is, like, these cards are actually more for like getting the ice pillar back again and again and again. Like that's their whole purpose. But I might physically have the homecoming. I don't want to, but I might have to try the homecoming move. My opponent can very easily just throw down deny on whatnot on top of this. Kind of got to try to adapt to what's going on here. Yep, concerted strike. Ugh. The question is whether or not I'm okay with Zed leveling. I'm probably not. I probably should be doing more to try and stop it. Okay. So that is the level up on top of Zed. The comedy is like the old decks actually really wanted you to kill Trundle because then like obviously you get the double ice pillar, which does mean that we get the level up immediately on top of Lissandra, which is good. So we're kind of like trying to stall things out. It does mean that we've got problems going on with Zed. So we can throw down like pillar onto pillar. Pillar onto pillar, like maybe actually I should have just left it. So what I should have done is I should have actually just left it to keep the recall that I had. Because we go pillar into pillar. And then so that's already the level up on Lissandra. And then we want to be throwing down the Matriarch.
Oh, Caitlyn, what will you become, I wonder?
We'll throw down the Matriarch. Obviously, my opponent can have other concerted strikes, single combats, all that jazz. But yeah, no. If we can do this... Part of me's almost willing to skip. I kind of want to heal my core. Because I feel like my core is in desperate need of healing. There's no point in me trying to grab Zed or this. I feel like their deck has got so many different barriers and ways of protecting itself that there's no real point in me doing it. Come on! I'm just gonna leave it. Leave this. Because we're going towards a different game strategy. Is what the plan is. If I can throw you down. If I can get you down and recall one pillar. Which I doubt is going to happen. They're going to give you elusive or something, aren't they? Immediately into Ghost. So they do this immediately into Ghost, I'm sure. Ooh, or not. Okay. Potentially rally.
Well,
A true Feliolian welcome!
True Feliorian welcome.
Okay. I could just immediately send Zed back. Which wouldn't be the worst thing to do. But I'll go like this. But true Feliolian welcome! How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. I really want this for Burst Speed Watcher, but I've got to read the room. Okay. Can play you. I can play Lissandra. Actually, I could just go for straight up using Swiftfoot. Swiftfoot. I mean, I say that. I mean, Swiftfoot, and then burst speed out Lissandra. Swiftfoot, burst speed out Lissandra, and then we throw Watcher down. I mean, the comedy is that Watcher doesn't actually like do crazy things for us, because it's only going to be getting rid of their cards down to 3. We've still got to survive the rest, which admittedly we do have heals. Do you remember Watcher used to be dead? That's a lot of pillars. Yeah, but do you remember Watcher this used to be dead? Okay. The only problem is that potential purify. Actually, I guess like potential purify is an issue. Untrue, Feliolian, welcome. No, what? The Watcher doesn't even do what they used to do. The Watcher is not a definite you're dead. It still gives you 3 cards. A true Feliolian welcome is shut up to my opponents. I don't want to get rid of Lissandra at this moment in time. Might end up keeping Will of Ionia. I need to hope I hit Trundle. As I said, the second that I get Ice Pillar in hand, I feel so much more secure. But I need to hit that Ice Pillar. Or like the Trundle. Because you know for a fact this is going to hit Lissandra.
Tough places bring tough
I wait.
keeping pace.
Okay.
They'll never see these
The
coming.
problem is with this only having 1 health, these are so susceptible to death. Ooh. Potential. Okay, we're going for some draw.
Fateful.
Got an on-trait. There's so many damage spells that they have as well yet. Okay. I'll leave it for the time being, but if they develop more, like, Blighted Ravine is never a bad strategy. I'm taking a lot of damage. Ooh, potentially actually just straight up stuns is not a bad thing either. Potentially Caitlyn might come onto the board. Of course.
News from the Undercity shift, Detective Zane?
It's all in the report, Sheriff. Should pay off nicely.
Oh, do I want to stun her? But then if I stun her, then I'm not really doing other things. Could recall. But yeah, again, still not doing other things. Sonic.
Silent as death.
Let's investigate.
Go like this. It's not ideal. It's not the plan that I would have planned. But it's the plan nonetheless. Okay. It's not the plan that I would have planned, but it has become the plan. How many more of these bombs have I got? I've got 2 flash bombs in the top 10 cards. Let's throw this down. I know that deck runs like Scorched Earth, I believe. I think that deck runs Scorched Earth. Okay.
One step ahead.
We can just take that damage right now. I'll take the... It does mean getting her close to leveling. Once she levels up, like she does actually become a threat. I'll see who I get off of on Treat first. So I get Trundle. I'll leave it for now, and then much regret. I'll leave it, and then regret every decision I've ever made. Which is standard for me, so, you know. It's okay. 4 flash bombs in the deck. She only needs to see 3 more go off the level. Potential avalanche next turn. I would love to throw you down. I just don't know whether or not it's going to be a smart plan. I kind of want to avalanche. I'll wait and see what occurs. If anything occurs. Things might not occur. But if things occur that force me into an avalanche move, I'll just have to do avalanche. But, yep, no. That's fine. I will accept. Accept the charges, officer.
Closing the area.
Okay.
Nothing's tougher than a troll.
Go like this. Of course. So, what I'm thinking to myself is that throw down Ice Pillar, throw down you. Actually, correction. Maybe throw down Ice Pillar. Maybe Avalanche is actually the better decision.
Here's my
Okay.
calling card.
I don't mind losing Trundle. Throw down Ice Pillar. Throw down Avalanche. A true Fenalian, welcome! Hello there, how you doing? You reach Gomez as he tries to really stupidly keep Trundle Lissandra a thing. Okay. Not ideal, but I would accept. Okay. Take the... John is the man with the 2 gifted subs, buddy boo! Honestly, but no, honestly, the amount that you do for this channel, thank you.
Hot on the
Thank
trail.
you so much, because I don't deserve it. So honestly, thank you kindly, buddy
What will
boo.
you become, I wonder?
Best, no, thank you so much for the bit. I was looking at this thinking, wait a minute. Go on. Try to kill the ice pit. I mean, what's the chances? I mean, because, right, we've got eight flash bombs in the deck. I will go like this. I just need to hope that they've not got a retaliation move. Okay. So we get another. So that's already the level up on Lissandra. That's already the level up on Lissandra. We can throw down another ice pillar. Oh, there she is! I mean, imagine if that would have hit the pillar. The one pillar that we had. Okay. So, Lissandra's now on 3. We do need to get her to 5 for Watcher to be a thing. So, said we are on 3. technically if I throw down Will of Ionia, we'll get another one. Before this hits in... Will of Ionia gives me another one, so then that means that I'm on 4.
Spirits may actually embody.
So... Soon! Soon I will feed you the world! Yeah. Do I want to throw down?
I fight with
I'll throw this down. I mean, I can definitely throw down Lissandra. This is a bit of an issue and a problem. As well as the fact that there is so many issues and problems if they've got like Scorched Earth and whatnot that can come at me. But it does 1 damage 3 times individually, so Tough Nexus. Tough Nexus actually means Leviathan does fuck all. I save my Nexus.
A dark cloud looms on the horizon.
The question is now whether or not I want to sacrifice Lissandra, because I can obviously kill Caitlyn.
plans within plans.
If I so choose. I can kill Caitlyn. It does mean damaging Lissandra, which might end up being a misplay, but I'll do it. I'll do it for what I'm going to say is the greater good. Deploying! Boom, 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 boom. Your damage, it does nothing! My Nexus! Why is it all here? There's like a tough unit on the board, and of course all the damage goes into the one. Ice Pillar means that Watcher, like, just becomes problematic for my opponent. Potentially, hopefully, maybe. The only problem is... By my hand! Noxaroos. Right. So... I can throw down Pillar, but in so doing... Actually, no, Lissandra can block what's-his-face, it's fine. So... I was going to say I had no blocker for Swain, but Lissandra's a blocker for Swain, it's okay. So, they're doing that merely... I mean, the best bit about this is that now means that they can't play Swain again. We send Swain back to them! I send Swain back to the kitchen! Back again to the hand, buddy boo. Ignore him, he's still important. I said, send him back! Send him back! Which means that they cannot stun... They cannot stun Watcher. I mean, do I want to play this? I mean, I can play all of the things! I could even try to maybe even find Trundle. But sorry, I'll play you.
Call me Kylon. What will you become?
I probably should have just gone with Ice Shard, but I'll wait and see. I was gonna wait and see what they develop. Am I gonna end up regretting this? Will I end up regretting this? Oh, people, like, the Watcher doesn't even finish games anymore. He only takes you down to 3 cards. People are so traumatized by knowing that the Watcher, like, used to end games. People forget that it still leaves you free. Admittedly, my Nexus was tough. Leviathan wasn't going to do anything to it. Is this a Bandle Tree deck? Like, the only thing that my mind can think of is this a Bandle Tree deck where they're just hitting because obviously P&Z, Bilgewater, Ionia, Demacia, and Shurima. I mean, it's an idea that I tried to go down at one point, but I was rolling with Noxus. Sorry, with Bilgewater. Okay, I'll keep his hand. If it is a landmark deck, I kind of need to keep Homecoming, because Homecoming might be the difference between life and death at some point during this game. Okay.
Battle
daddies beware.
Mama's got a gun.
Let's cook 'em.
Okay, I can throw down, like... Soon I'll be able to throw down Blighted Ravine. Oh, I'll leave you back. A big part of me kind of actually does want to play you. A big part of me does actually kind of want to play Lissandra. But she has to live. And that's where the problem comes in. We know that we're going to be doing 2 damage to everything. You know, and also Mini-Morph is a thing. I could throw down you, but Pokestick. Sorry, I'm going to throw you more for draw. The reason why I'm going to throw down the Shadow Assassin is actually more for draw than it is anything else. Okay. I don't mind stopping this, because then that just means that the Ionian card isn't going to be a problem. Aloof Travelers coming down. Aloof Travelers at this moment is better than Aloof Travelers with Watcher, so I will accept. Okay? Got it.
Ready yourself.
Not ideal. Not ideal and not what I'm looking for, but I'll go for it.
I can't wait to see what this one does.
Probably down a second Blighted Ravine next turn. Or at least wait. Wait until I see what my opponent develops. If I just pass and they just pass back. I always kind of have to play Blighted Ravine, otherwise I'm just going to be taking that damage. Okay. It means that they... Okay, Bandle Tree. So it is a Bandle Tree deck. I've got Homecoming. I've got a lot of other problems and issues and such. I need Trundle! The whole deck hinges on Trundle. Okay. Comb my moustache! Potentially find Trundle through on tree. Okay, I'm not... Things are not looking good. Okay, do I want to throw down... Actually, no, because then this means they can affect her very easily. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Scream! That screams Bandle Tree. This is... Indeed it is. Screams Bandle Tree. Which... They can start to, like, really get that going. Like, if I had a second Homecoming in hand, I'd feel so much more secure. And there's so many things that I need to make myself feel secure. I'm a massively insecure person. Okay.
Some encouraging words.
Okay.
Your lesson begins.
And that's 5.
It's too late for you.
Do this. Gonna end up much regretting, I'm sure. Slowly but surely, the Bandle Tree gets closer and closer. Trundle! Where are you, you bitch? Okay. We find no Trundle. Which is actually a big problem and such. Okay. I don't have many moves. The problem is that I can stop them from winning for a turn. I guess I could send the Bandle Tree back to kind of like try and stall out the process. Because obviously every single turn they're getting a new thing, and they're only 3 away. So I could consider Homecoming now before, like, you know, but or I could do it on the turn where the Bandle Tree would win. But it is only a recall, so they can just play it again. This is a very problematic matchup. Okay, well, Good to see that. Good to see that Celestial for the brief second it lived. Okay. The problem is they can just play it again at the moment. I've kind of got to... I've got to wait and hope they play. There we go. Not ideal. Because they are on 8 out of 10. They've still got to play... Wait, let's work this out. They've still got to play Shadow Isles. And they've still got to play... You look... Bilgewater! Okay, they've still got to play Shadow Isles. They've still got to play Bilgewater. I mean, no way or shape. No way or shape to fight right now. Getting none of the cards that I need.
Like my moustache with bark.
None of the cards of which I currently need are presenting themselves. I mean, we're dead. We've lost out. I can already see. The loss. Bandle Tree. It's Bandle Tree. Morning, Gomez. Doing well. Master JP, how you doing, buddy boo? Doing well. All it takes is Shadow Isles now. All it takes is Shadow Isles. Okay. And let's face it. Death have come for me as they play this card. Because the thing of it is that I've not got another recall. I've not got another recall. They immediately play that. I'm just trying to think to myself, like, there's nothing that this can even help with. That's the Shadow Isles card. If only you could entomb landmarks. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just going to accept my fate. Go on, finish this game. Shadow mode to my opponent. Bandle Tree animation. I know there's no way out. Let's go. Trundle starting off here. Kind of was thinking about keeping Blighted Ravine. I like a bit of retreat. Getting a lot of my recalls. Which will be good when we get Pillar out. The only problem with this deck is there's no turn 1 kill Teemo. In every single deck, there needs to be a turn 1 kill Teemo. Okay. I could throw out Lissandra, but there's always that Thibbergy, isn't there? Like Bandle City, which admittedly is the biggest counter to Watcher, because there is Aloof Travellers and there is the Minimorph, both of which completely screw it over. Okay. I play the wait game.
You'll never know what hit him.
I accept. Ow. I think you'll find that I know very well what is hitting me. Oh, wait. Actually, I guess I could have thrown down the Bandle Tree. No, I throw down the Bandle Tree. Bandle Tree? The Blighted Ravine. The Bandle Tree's in my head so much. Right. So. Front Trundaroos. These are troll lands. Ha-cha-cha-cha. So now I have all the pillars that I could ever want in my life.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
I wonder whether or not this is a Bandle Tree deck. This could be a Bandle Tree deck, actually, thinking about it. It's a good job I've got all these homecomings.
Not today.
But in that case, they've already got PNZ, they've already got PNZ, Ionia, and like Shadow Isles and whatnot. I could save Trundle, but Trundle's really... I mean, I'm against Witcher. I'm against... What's his face deck? Is the smarter move here actually... It is a recall of Trundle, meaning that I am still getting another pillar. Like, if I recall him getting back in hand and play him again, I get another pillar. So, there is actually justification for why I do it.
Breathe in,
Also, that was a magnificent move as well. So, it does mean that I'm going to be getting the lifesteal unit. No! I was hoping for 2 lifesteal units. I will settle for 1. Okay. So, potential Bandle Tree Bandit Tree. Bandle Tree, and they've got actually, they've got Demacia now as well.
Ready, Hammer?
Do I just actually go with the straight up sacrifice? I don't mind sacrificing Trundle now. I feel like I've got enough pillars. Or do I want to? Actually, no, that's not it. We won't sacrifice him. We need the other out, don't we? Let's be honest. Okay. One mana away. I'm 1 mana away from my moves. Okay. Throw down Matriarch to know that she's on the board for next turn.
Oh, me Kylon, what will you become, I wonder?
Yeah, maybe throw you out to have you on the board. Throw down this. Again, this is mostly just so I can just like defend the board. Obviously, Bandle Tree could drop at any moment. They have actually used a lot of different things. They have used obviously P&Z, Bandle City, Demacia, Shadow Isles, Bilge. What else? Oh, is it mostly Shadow? They have used Ionia. Okay. They are actually a long way along the way.
My fists.
Okay. Come, my moustache! The Bandle Tree deck of Bandle Tree is definitely going to be going down on me. I could go forward with Trundle, but he definitely dies. I'll say he definitely dies. Doesn't definitely die. I'll leave it.
I got big plans for this place.
Now I consider throwing you down because the only person who can trade with you is Poppy. And if we were to remove Poppy, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Obviously, my opponent doesn't go for it, but if we were to remove Poppy, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Okay. So. Lots of damage.
Nothing's tougher than a troll.
Right, okay, let's go with... I don't really want to sacrifice your life, but...
Ready yourself. The dragon binds us.
They look angry.
Not the worst place to go. I will accept these trades. For the greater good of clearing my board space. Clearing my board space. The unexpected plan, and I've got no more drink left. Okay, but clearing my board space, the unexpected plan that no one expects. Oh no, not the pokey stick. Okay, I could deny this. Is it worthwhile denying this? I'll leave it, because I want to be thrown down. I will go for my pillar plan. I have become the Pillarman. So that's already the level up on Lissandra. But okay. But wait! There's more! What are we throwing down? Do you want to throw back Poppy, I guess? Or no, actually... Let's throw you back. Thus far, give me which is so we're up to 4 pillars. There's the Bandle man.
I should make a speech. Where's my speech?
Damn it, I can't use you! I run away from you! I just want to play Lissandra at this point, just because I know that I've got... I mean, I've still left them the mana for Aloof... I should have waited. Because I've still left them the mana for Aloof Travelers, which Aloof Travelers could massively just drop on this board right now. I have left them the mana for it. Okay. I mean, admittedly, it's not all over yet, and I'm sure that much regret. Because there is still the chance of aloof travelers again. So I should have just left this. I am playing unbelievably risky. Unbelievably risky with the Watcher's life here. With aloof travelers being a thing. I feel like I'm getting very, very lucky. I'm getting very, very lucky with this. Okay, obviously Bandle Tree could... The proof of it is, right, the Bandle Tree could drop. And Bandle Tree is still, like, a really big problem. We could go for the Trundle spell. He says.
Come on!
Is the Trundle spell even worth it? I mean, it's doing a lot of damage to my side of the board as well. Maybe use this. The problem is that all it takes is aloof traveler or Bandle Tree. Because I was trying to play in case they play back, because Bandle Tree can still win them the game. Like, the only recall that I've got is this. But Bandle Tree can actually still win my opponent the game very easily. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, Bandle Tree can still win them the game. So that's the reason why I can play Watcher. I can get to the point where I can play Watcher. But I was hoping to keep Homecoming for that Bandle Tree. Because it's going to be a point where I'm just going to need to stall out the game to stop them from winning through Bandle Tree.
Let's take it for a spin.
Oh, it's going to be mini-morphed, isn't it? It's going to immediately be mini-morphed because I don't have my burst speed way of getting the Watcher mini-morph. Nope, just putting it back on top of my deck, fair play. I mean, actually, no, I can stop that. Ignore that. I was massively expecting mini-morph. Okay, well, let's go with grabbing a few things that we know that we can go whoop. And I guess we remove you as well. Do I want to actually put Lissandra into this? Solid. So we get them down to 3 cards. Obviously, we do have many issues and such that can come at me later on. Like, Bandle Tree is still a problem. Bandle Tree is still a very big problem. But I've got no other plans. So, let's go. Okay. Wait! It's the fact that, like, it's knowing that Bandle Tree, at least on the plus side, this might start, because I can't remember how much their Bandle Tree is up to. This might actually start to help me by forcing my opponent to draw more. Okay. I mean, you're gonna die anyway.
Watch the cloak.
Yeah, you're gonna die anyway, so sod it. I guess I could have thrown the Watcher. I guess I could have thrown Watcher in front of this. But okay. Slowly but surely now. Now we beat them down. Slowly but surely. But the problem is that it's the knowledge of Bandle Tree. Bandle Tree can still be a thing. And I feel like they've hit so many things.
At my command.
I feel like they've hit so many things. Ah! Ah! Oh, is it at the start of turn? Round start. This might help. I mean, obviously, if they go over the top of it. Because, like, if they keep this lamp... No! No! You should have kept the landmark! I mean, to be fair, it wasn't over. I mean, I guess the overwhelm damage coming off of Trundle could have been quite devastating. But...
Serves greater purpose.
flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.